Hi, I'm Well, everyone's favorite degenerate elf. I wanted to apologize for the poor quality of the casting for these matches here. I had just discovered the game and I'd watched about a handful of matches at this point, and I thought spectating the free-for-alls would be fantastic and lots of fun for stream. It was, but then they asked me to upload them, so here they are. I hope you guys enjoy them, and please do check out the Eternal Strife add-on or mod for Warcraft 3. The developer has poured 13 years into mastering and making this mod perfect and well-designed, thorough. There's 16 races that each have 4 different core build paths that you can go down with like unique units and unique heroes, as well as just very robust and in-depth design for each of the races to deliver the class or the race fantasy, and it's spectacular. The model work that's been done and the actual execution of the mod is it's top notch, and I can't recommend it enough. But other than that, let's get into it. I'll see you guys. Boom. All right, so let's take a look at this. This is the map. Oh, I'm kind of I don't know if I should put it like over here, or I don't. Maybe if I. Okay. Well, this is awkward. Okay, hold on. Here, I'll go over here some more. There. Yeah. I'll like slide over here a little bit. And then we can do this. Oh, for fuck's sakes. But what if I'm small? What? There. Not that I have a height complex or anything. Okay, so this map right off rip has a shit ton of gold like expansion locations. Well, actually, hold on. Let me look at this. I should probably actually be like watching what's going on. Nah, nothing going on. We're good. All right, so it looks like each of the areas has their own like gold base expand or wow, let's try this again. Everybody has their own natural, but there is not a third base. So these maps, I honestly say this map, I feel like 2 gold bases does not last very long. It'll be very, I would imagine it'd be very quick. I'd even say it might even be a play to really be trying to push somebody else out of the game early to try and establish on one of the, be able to establish on one of their gold bases instead. I know these games are a large FFA like this, you typically assume that there's going to be people trying to turtle. We'll see how well the map design actually facilitates that. Now, one thing I do like about this is I'm going to guarantee all of your early game creeps. Like, I imagine the low level camps are probably like here or something. I don't know. I haven't seen the inside of the map, but I'm imagining your early level camps are probably here, and then the mid-range camps are probably all out here. Right, so it's gonna force the players to have to go out into the middle here, and in order to get experience. So it's gonna the map's design naturally forces the players into each other early on. Hunger Games. You put the weapons in the middle, and everybody runs in and brutally slaughters each other. It's wonderful. Yeah, it's actually truly a beautiful thing. All right. If you insist, we'll remove the map as well. Fantastic. So yeah, we got looks like DiCe22 is playing as the yellow Tomb Lords over here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Right here we have NamesSuck on the purple vampires. Right here we have Frostbitten playing dwarves in the blue. Then down here, what we got going on over here? Oh, we got some scouting early, some early scouting going on. All right. can't actually tell that. Oh, that's MisterWinner is sending out a hawk item, or is that his hero power? No? Not actually sure where he got that from. But I'm gonna guess it's just elven shenanigans. Seems like an elven shenanigan. Alright, so already, obviously, we got DiCe22 out on the map. He's getting his first creep camp. I believe he's got a bit of a tempo lead on the creeping, looks like. I think he's the first person that's going to clear a camp. Well, actually, Frostbitten's pretty close, pretty close. Looks like he should be cleaning up right about the same time, almost exactly, actually. So, the creeping, let the creeping begin. Ow. The positioning-wise is kind of curious. So you got 2 of the players on the bottom right, and then 2 of the players on the top left. So there's actually going to be a lot of open real estate for expanding, which was one of the things I was actually concerned about when we were looking the map over. Because if this had been a full house, there would not have been much opportunity for expansion. You know, every player would have effectively had just a natural. Alright, so Names is moving out onto the map. Looks like he's going to start creeping as well. A little behind the curve on levels, but that should be fine. Okay. So MisterWinner's doing a typical leashing technique here with the high elves. He's using the farms of the summoned archers that it pops out, and leashing the creep camp up to that point so that they reset, so you can get some free damage on them while they walk away, obviously. The high elves employ a lot of farm tactics with the early game creeping. Wow, DiCe22 with a, or sorry, Frostbitten with a very fast natural expansion, it looks like. As well, we have NamesSuck going for a fast expand. So yeah, we have 2 players electing for a very, very quick fast expand. Names is still really low level though. He has not gotten a single point of I have not been paying attention. That's his second hero. Holy. Alright, perfect. Got very, very close distances between MisterWinner and Frostbitten here. I feel like that's going to come into play very shortly. Just given that I know those are 2 very aggressive top-end players, and as they start wandering around looking for resources, I do believe they will eventually butt heads. Like, Frostbitten's taking a quick smoke break real quick. Waiting on cooldowns, obviously, to tank the damage from this creep pack. Are you setting up some, just a, I'm guessing defensive structures? Not too terribly familiar with the vampires' structures just yet. One of the few races I haven't gotten onto, but I know that their towers do shoot things at you, which is rather painful and it's frustrating at times. MisterWinner's staying close to his side of the map here. He's playing. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Yes, I did miss the specs going into the loadout here. So it looks like the vampires have gone Von Karstein. Hey, Ireli, welcome in. And you say that DiCe here on on the Tomb Lords has gone with the Sphinx spec. The High Elves have gone with Dragons, and the Dwarves have gone with Frost Runesmiths, I'm assuming. Very cool. I'm gonna be completely honest, out of that lineup, the only thing I know that the High Elves go up into Dragons, and their Dragons are a very, very scary tier 3 unit. I believe they got nerfed recently, though, if that's correct. All right, so purple's out here getting some creeps. Good to see. Obviously, DiCe as well has gotten up his natural since then. Everybody has their expand set up at this point, except for MisterWinner. MisterWinner has not elected to expand to his natural just yet. Not a whole lot of interaction between the players just yet. Mostly they've just been creeping and kind of getting their feelers out there. I wouldn't be surprised if these guys are, well, maybe I'm speaking out of, I was gonna say, maybe like map familiarity as well with like creep locations. I have a sneaking suspicion that that is playing an effect on NamesSuck's creep route here. It does seem, once he figured out where things were, he took off, but the initial creeping was a little bit behind. Oh, here we go. We actually have an exchange here between Frostbitten and a creep camp. Never mind. Why is it red? Huh. Oh, it's okay, combat damage blinks. Alright, perfect. Alright, we're learning. We're learning. Alright, so right now, DiCe is actually pushing into NamesSuck's base. Because of the level mismatch, DiCe can pretty much sit here and bully, which I believe is exactly what he intends on doing. This is kind of what I was talking about somebody pushing somebody out of the game early to try and probably move over and occupy resources. I mean, to be fair though, this has been really timid. This has been like a no rush 20 or no rush 5 minutes or whatever kind of game. I guess his name's gonna go for an exchange here? Oh, this was probably not the play. Yeah, I'm not sure what he was going for with this. Looks like he's getting ran down back to his base by DiCe here. I'm not sure. I'm curious as to what he was thinking or why he decided to poke out there. After losing the exchange with him at his own base, he took his 2 heroes and I guess at such a low level, it's not as big of a deal to lose a hero, but it's more adventurous than I would have been. Alright, fantastic. Obviously, MisterWinner has finally established his natural expansion. We haven't seen much aggression out of anybody other than DiCe so far. Names headed up north to pick off the last few creep camps around his starting location. I would imagine we're going to see yellow revisit purple pretty soon. As with how sharks tend to act in the water, you know, once they smell blood, they'll tend to keep hovering around and taking bites out of you. Oh, this might actually be an exchange here between Frostbitten and DiCe, although it looks like Frostbitten's probably not wanting to engage into this. If he was going to, now would be the opportunity while he's with the creep camp. He might have actually missed him entirely. This could actually end up bad for Frostbitten here if DiCe decides to continue on the path and catches him. Well, actually no, these creeps are a joke. Oh, this is a very low level camp. I see. He did end up... Oh, actually, he's gonna double back. Huh. Fantastic. Everybody's just kind of crawling around the map. They're looking for what little bits of EXP out of the creep camps we can find.
Player's forces are under attack.
DiCe has got a fair bit of a standing army up right now. He's actually got the supply lead at 51 supply. Frostbitten and Names are sitting on a hell of a bank right now. Both of them over 4,000 gold in the pocket.
Player's forces are under attack.
I do love how the Tomb Lords are such, like, effectively a blend of, like, Arabian and undead. I think it's a very well executed race, actually. Just the aesthetic of it, the faction or the race fantasy was certainly, it felt fun to play.
A player's forces are under attack.
More creeping happening over on the side here with MisterWinner. Again, just being very careful. These are ancient Egyptians. Cross push will be dangerous with 2 Van Carson guys and all that stocked up gold. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, once he ramps up production and you know decides to break past the economy cap or the economy limiter, he'll absolutely just start pumping out production. Alright, DiCe is just chipping away again at NamesSuck. Like I was saying earlier, I do imagine you can expect to see a lot of harassment on Purple's side. I'm not surprised about basically the treaty, the safety treaty we've got going on between Teal and Blue down here. Being you know bigger players, they probably know that they don't want to be fucking with them yet. They're probably waiting for an ample opportunity to get some free trades in, or waiting for them to get damaged by somebody else, likely. Right now we have DiCe up top, and he's pushing into Names' natural expansion right now. Probably gonna clear it out. Names does not have much in the regards of a standing army. Basically, you're looking at it. Got a handful of ghouls, his heroes. And that's it. See, like, realistically, this would be an opportunity for Teal to be going for some counter aggression. It's a shame that they'd have, Actually, can I even, like, can I take control of their POV and see vision? Or is that a StarCraft thing? I'm curious, like, what their map visions look like. It seems very in the dark. Wait. Imagine this game going for an hour and he has like 200 strength. Yeah. Yeah, so things that scale infinitely can be kind of wild. Looks like Names did get a Von Karsten on the board. I may actually hold this pushback. Looks like he might be fine. Dragons are good. Bone dragons or no. Yeah, the Von Karstens are absolutely crazy. And to think that they just got they got nerfed to be where they are now. Very fucking cool looking. So that is a second expansion and a third expansion from Frostbitten. He's definitely establishing some presence across the map here. He is going to have a hell of a bank. He understands that he's got, if he can get it here and start mining these out early on, that's going to be pretty critical. This map may very well, yeah, turn into a resource war as we get into the late game. And with people just leaving him alone and letting him expand across the map, why wouldn't he? Absolutely the play to make in this spot. MisterWinner's doing much of the same himself, although not quite at the same pace. He's establishing his third base right now at the southwest position. Looks like he is poking out with a small ball of units. Look, got some moon dragons in there and his heroes. Still back and forthing happening between MisterWinner and DiCe up top. With the Baleful Towers adding in damage as well as the Galleons and some finally, you know, the Van Karstens, I do think he'll hold this off. A lot of strong units kind of tucked in behind buildings and stuff. It's going to be very difficult to siege. He might be losing one of them. Oh, no, he is microing. He's got the micros. Very many micros. Oh, DiCe still is pushing in, but he's getting hit from behind with a reinforcement from the heroes from the respawn off the altar, I'm assuming. Or did he town portal out? I didn't actually see that. Alright, so DiCe is going to town portal out. He's going to come back here in a few minutes, you know, once he's licked his wounds. Oh, we do have an exchange here. The first exchange between Frostbitten and MisterWinner. An epic battle between fucking gyrocopters and a horde of elven dragons. Right now, Frostbitten's on the run with his hero, but his gyrocopters are doing just fine. They're very bulky, very strong tier 3 unit. A calculated level up from Thormar gets him his ultimate, and he immediately uses it to fucking clap Fallbane. Sends MisterWinner's hero back to the altar. I don't even know what it does, but it just beat his ass, whatever it does. So that's a big loss for MisterWinner. A level 4, I believe it was? 5. Ah, yeah, numbers. A level 5 hero is going to take a while. It'll be that's a costly loss. Still in the north, DiCe is whittling away at NamesSuck 6 natural expansion. The Necro Sphinx also, by the way, a fucking crazy amazing looking unit. Holy shit, does that look badass. I'm not actually sure what it's accomplishing back here. Oh, well, now it's getting a couple love taps in on the buildings. Alright, alright. Alright, DiCe has finally cleared out the natural expansion of NamesSuck. It's been an effort. It's been a slow grind, but finally pushed him out of here. Still 12,000 minerals on the mine itself as well. There wasn't actually a whole lot pulled out of there. Names as well is re-expanding to the northeast. Or has re-expanded to the northeast, so he's still mining. And he's got about 4,000 left on the main. Which seems high? Yeah, because he's already mined out, right? Yeah, he's already mined out his main. And the other two players have 2,000 left on theirs. That's interesting that his
A player's forces are under attack.
Hmm. I wonder why that is. If he was, maybe if he got his workers cleared out, probably. Yeah, that's probably what happened. During the first push, he probably lost a chunk of workers. Oh, looks like DiCe and Frostbitten mixing it up in the south here. Which DiCe decidedly has the ground army advantage. It looks like right now, though, MisterWinner might have air superiority. I believe DiCe is actually looking to do a lot of damage, like to do some big damage here. This is a very decisive push, and honestly, MisterWinner does not have much to defend this against. He's got a couple of dragons, a handful of very badly wounded heroes. If there was an opportunity to punch in and do some big damage, this is probably it. Everywhere else on the map is actually pretty quiet right now, aside from a handful of reinforcing carrion. Everybody very happy to sit back in their base on their couch and sip a Mountain Dew and macro and just wait for their big shiny units. There's so much of this I wish I could explain better. Genuinely, I really need to brush up on my knowledge set here. Like I just don't recognize half 60% of the skills that I see on the screen. So I apologize for that. We're working on it. I just got here. Well, we're yeah, I'm working on it. It's a lot to take in. All right. Actually, I'm not sure if this is an advantageous position to push into anymore. The AoE from the moon dragons is just very strong. When they spammed out the AoE breaths there, it looked like it took literally half of his army's health away. So that might not be able to fight that he wants right now. And that's exactly the decision I think he's making here. I think he might go up north and bump right on into Frostbitten. He's actually sandwiched in between MisterWinner and Frost right now. This is a very bad spot to be in for DiCe. He's got on one side, he's got the High Elven dragons. On the other side, he's got an armada or a small squadron of gyrocopters to deal with. And I think he's decided to pick the fight against the dragon army and the low health Falbin. I would not be surprised to see Frostbitten sneak in and start poking them with the gyrocopters from the side here. Not actually sure. I'm not sure what it was that Frostbitten saw that made him wander north like that to like reposition so far north. He gets caught out kind of out of position here with his heroes out in the middle. He didn't have his gyrocopters nearby. DiCe's hero got pretty low there, used a healing potion. And still does go down. The gyrocopter GPS just far too high. The Tomb King goes down and he's chasing down the other heroes right now. What have we learned? Gyrocopter beats skeleton? I guess. Gyrocopters are fucking. Is it Eurocopter? Gyrocopter? I'm just gonna call it gyrocopter. Because you don't eat it. So DiCe has moved in, or sorry, rather, Frostbitten moved in to knock out the expansion of DiCe up north here. Try and salt the wound after clearing out his heroes.
A player's forces are under attack.
And in the south, it looks like MisterWinner is actually clearing out one of DiCe's other expansions. He is getting it from both sides right now. Decides he's gonna bring it to his front door. And Names is actually making a move on Frost over on the east expansion here, and immediately portaling out as his Necromancer takes a grievous amount of damage. I'm surprised there's actually any creep camps left on the map right now. That's I guess he found it. And everything's quiet on the map again. So Frostbitten's sitting right at a healthy 79 supply, which is my least favorite supply, by the way. I hate when you get one supply below 80. It just bothers me. I start thinking about killing like one unit to replace it with another just to hit 80. MisterWinner at a healthy 74, Names as well. DiCe is crippled right now with 8 supply. And no curators. Or wait, is that what they're called?
A player's forces are under attack. The town is under siege.
Alright, Frostbitten's expansion is also getting cleared out by Names over on the northeast. And Frostbitten is as well pushing in against MisterWinner in the south here. Looks like half the team's AFK. Did Mori go for a soda, or is he oh, there he goes. He was having a short beer break. Yeah, Frostbitten has just gotten very, very strong with the gyrocopters, burning down all those heroes, got him a good level advantage. Names is pushing into another one of his expansions, though. He's gonna make him have to work here. We still got... He still has 2 bases up, even with this one coming down. Oh, Frostbitten lost his Rune Lord somewhere. I didn't actually see where that... Oh, did he... Name squeaks out again. I'm curious as to why Names is not re-establishing an army. Same with MisterWinner. Like they're sitting at like 40 supply, which I always feel like is a very awkward spot to be at. They need to balance Vivi's Frost. There we go. MisterWinner just pushed exactly up to 50 supply. That's that healthy, clean supply number that we like to see. Now, aside from the staggering lead with Frostbitten's dwarf team, the rest of the levels across the board are actually pretty close here. Names is a full level behind the other two, but other than that, I mean, you got 644, 544, and 754. That's pretty damn even. And then there's Frostbitten. There's a lot of posturing going around. Looks like just some gearing up. NamesSuck gonna use some of that well-earned money to spam +6 all stats items, apparently. Oh, okay. He also got... Alright, yeah, he's got some other stuff in here, too. Interesting. The Greater Mana Potion, Scepter of Necromancy, the Mana Regen, some Boots of Teleportation.
A player's forces are under attack.
On here.
A town is under siege.
And once again, Frostbitten is moving back out. He's going to start pushing into MisterWinner's base here on the east side. MisterWinner doesn't seem to... Oh no, he is reacting. Okay, he's got the archers popping out of the buildings. He said doesn't actually have any kind of a standing army to do anything about this. Alright, here comes the Dragon Force. Mr. Winner hoping through fire and flames he can actually defend his base. He might actually just be sacking it. I think he's sacked it. This is mined out. He's probably already rebuilt his dragon's lairs, I'm assuming. He's rebuilding, yeah, he's rebuilding the dragon's lairs right now. So he said, fuck that base, you can have it. Names is getting off a little harass on DiCe's east side here, just poking away at a sepulchral tower. Names out here just reminding DiCe real quick, hey, by the way, you didn't kill me. Sending the lone von Karsten out on a scouting expedition. He said he wanted to see the world.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
Right now, Frost's just roaming around, just clearing out what's left of MisterWinner. Any little side expansions or anything he can get into, he's looks like he's decided to finally bring the fight to MisterWinner's front door. Right now he's sitting on, let's see, but 3 moon dragons and sorry, it looks like a total of 7 dragons there, but all his heroes just got gunned down by the gyrocopters and Frostbane's high-level heroes. This is probably MisterWinner getting pushed out of the game right here. Turns out helicopters beat dragons. His gyros actually took a lot of damage there. He just lost, I think, 3 of them. That's one thing I'll tell you. It's kind of hard to tell. Not being able to actually select units as a spectator is so fucking awkward. I mean, like, group select, sorry. Yeah, he looks like he lost 2 of his gyrocopters there, which is that's a pretty healthy loss. I mean, it's going to cut him back a little bit. I'm assuming he's just going to be able to pump it back out, though. I don't actually see where his engineer workshops are. Dwarven Forge? Engineer Guild? Oh, yeah, here. There they are. On the way. I mean, MisterWinner did rebuild the altar. He has rebuilt the altar. He's gonna keep trying. I would assume, though, that, yeah, Mr. Frostbitten is gonna hunt down, whatever is left of him and try and push him out of the game. Names up north, very happy to AFK and just try and build some more of our von Karstens. looks like he is up to... I don't see them. Am I missing it?
The town is under siege.
I think he has... Oh, Zombie Dragon and Von Karstein. I thought he had 2 of those Von Karsteins, though.
Forces are under attack.
Where the frick I just saw one. Yeah, he has 2 of them. They're not... Is it this? Huh. Oh, maybe it's this. It's probably this. Yeah, because of the dude riding on it. Okay. Sorry. It's the spectating interface. This is so goofy. It's gonna take a lot of getting used to. There's just so much information that I'm very used to just having right here. Just I've been spoiled by StarCraft 2. Alright, Frostbitten moving out across the map now. Looks like he's gonna start bringing the fight over to Names now that he's edged MisterWinner out of the map. Hey, welcome back. Yeah, it's a new game from a small company, guys. You got to give them a break. Very quickly, Names is getting edged out of the map here. He's just got a massive level and just power mismatch now. I could definitely see Frostbitten just running away with this from this point forward. Let's see. Rune Lord's at 51, 57 plus 31. He is at 109 to 119 plus 31 on the Dragon Slayer. The Rune Lord did him. The Thane's at 72 to 82 plus 49. Gyrocopter's plugging away at Names' northern, or sorry, eastern expansion here. I guess actually probably call that one the middle expansion here. Is there anybody that stands a chance? That's the real question. Is there any way? Well, DiCe is completely out of the game, apparently. That's curious. Is he not able to rebuild his like the curators or what have you? The supply guys? Because he's got 2,500 gold and all of his production's still there. I'm just not familiar enough with the race to understand why he isn't able to get back on his feet. Oh, fantastic. I was gonna say, it looks like he could still be in this. Damn, that is a shame. Didn't have too much time. Yeah, well, it's understandable. And it's also like, these matches, I could definitely see these matches going for well over an hour. The Frostbitten is decidedly the victor here with his very strong dwarven play. Teching up to gyrocopters and pushing out with those. And as I said, apparently helicopters just beat dragons. Who knew? Still a very exciting game. Very fucking cool. I feel bad not knowing as much as I'd like to about this game because I feel so lost at times when I'm trying to talk about what's going on, especially when the fights happen. It's a stark contrast going from StarCraft 2, where I could tell you the duration of debuffs in that that game, like coming here it's like well, I kind of know what's going on, sort of. Like I understand what's going on macro wise most of the time, but the nuances, the abilities, and the strats and the build paths and things like that, I'm just not well informed enough about it yet. But give me time. Give me like a week. Nightmare will be asking me questions about his game.